Hey everyone! So today, we're going to talk about something so common we barely even think about it. Water. We drink it, we swim in it, heck, we're made of it. But what if I told you that this simple, clear liquid is hiding some of the most bizarre and fascinating secrets in the universe? Okay, let's dive right in.
No, really, think about it for a sec. That glass of water on your desk, the rain you see outside your window, it has a story. A story that stretches from the edges of the cosmos right down to the cells in your body. And today, we're going to uncover that story together.
So, we're going to start with a view we all know and love. Earth from space. Everyone calls it the blue planet, and, it's pretty obvious why. But that beautiful blue marble is hiding a pretty surprising truth. Yep, a whopping 71%. Nearly 3/4 of our world is covered in water. Looking at it from space, you'd think we have an absolutely endless supply. But that beautiful blue surface can be a little deceiving. Because, look at this. Of all that water, a staggering 97% of it is salt water. Only a tiny, tiny sliver, just 3%, is fresh water. And get this, most of that 3% is locked away as ice in glaciers and polar ice caps. So the water we actually need to live, it's incredibly, unbelievably rare. Okay, so water is precious here on Earth. We've got that. But it turns out our planet isn't the only place in the neighborhood where you'll find H2O. Water's story is, well, it's written across the stars.
That's right. Scientists have found frozen water on our very own moon, and there's tons of evidence for it on Mars, too. And this is a massive deal for the future of space exploration. I mean, can you imagine astronauts just sourcing their water from the moon or Mars instead of lugging it all the way from Earth? It's a total game changer.
All right, let's zoom all the way in. We're going from the cosmic scale down to the molecular level, because this is where water stops being familiar and starts getting, well, just plain weird. It loves to break the rules of physics in some pretty amazing ways. Just think about this for a second. Can you name any other substance that's naturally all around us as a liquid, a solid, and a gas? You can pour water, you can skate on it, and you can see it floating in the air as steam. That unique ability is one of the key reasons life can even exist here.
And believe it or not, it gets even weirder. Water can literally climb walls. Inside every single plant, water molecules stick to each other and to the sides of the plant's tiny internal tubes. This allows them to defy gravity and travel all the way from the roots to the very highest leaves. It's exactly how a giant sequoia gets a drink. Okay, get ready for a real brain melter, because this one sounds completely backward, doesn't it? It feels like it has to be impossible. But under the right conditions, it is 100% true. It's called the Mpemba effect, and it's a genuine scientific puzzle that still has physicists scratching their heads. They're still debating the exact reason why it happens. But whatever the cause, it just proves that even something as simple as freezing water still holds some deep mysteries. So now that we've seen how strange water's physics can be, let's bring it all back home. Back to us. Because we are, quite literally, just walking, talking bags of water. When you're a newborn baby, your body is about 75% water. As you grow up, that number settles to around 60%. Every single thing your body does, from thinking a thought to lifting your arm, depends completely on water. But the water we drink is just a tiny part of the story. There's this thing called virtual water, the hidden water it takes to make the stuff we use every day, and the amounts are just staggering. Growing a single tomato takes about 12 gallons, or 45 liters. But a cotton t-shirt? That takes over 700 gallons. That's 2,650 liters. It's this invisible flow of water in almost everything we own. So water connects us to the cosmos, to our own bodies, and to everything we buy. But this final secret, this one might be the most profound of all. It connects us to time itself. We all learned about the water cycle in school, right? Water evaporates, makes clouds, it rains, and it all flows back to the start. It seems simple, just a closed loop, but it's the timescale of this loop that is absolutely mind-blowing. And here it is. The total amount of water on our planet has stayed pretty much the same for billions of years. It doesn't really go anywhere. It just keeps moving through that same cycle, over and over and over again. And that leads us to this incredible final thought. Every single drop of water on Earth has been here for eons. The very same water molecules in the glass you're drinking right now, they could have fallen as rain on a Tyrannosaurus rex. They could have been part of an ancient ocean. You are, quite literally, drinking history. It's a wild thing to think about.
This ancient, strange, and life-giving substance connects everything: planets, plants, people, and the past. Which leaves us with a pretty big question. As we look to the future, how will we choose to take care of this timeless, precious resource? Thanks for joining me.